Good morning. It is day 16. Today's December 6th, right? Today's December. I should have these things, ready when I start these videos. These really well-produced videos. All right. Um so one thing about a journal is that sometimes you have to mark events. And yesterday was the day where I found out who was going to be the person to replace me in the office that I'm going to be leaving in order to take over two other offices. As I mentioned, my responsibilities have changed at work. So um, that was that was cool. I was interestingly slightly jealous of the person, but he's a good guy and he'll do well. Um, this morning was the morning that my dog uh, demonstrated with incredible um, effectiveness amor fati. So we have a German Shepherd. She's very sweet. She's on the small side. I don't think she's a purebred. Her father's definitely a big wolf. Why am I telling you this shit? You don't care. Anyway, I got a German Shepherd who is possessed by a black Labrador. Okay, so this morning, as I woke up, my wife was in the shower. I'm kind of opening my eyes. It's early. It's like 6 a.m. And for some reason, she wanted to come and snuggle. And the old "it's time to give me a belly rub" thing. And there is there are fewer examples. There are few examples better of living in the moment than a dog being happy to see you. And even though this dog had been, with us all night, making it incredibly difficult to move my legs, by the way, um, she's so stoked to get a belly rub and to see me awake and, greet the morning like, this is awesome. And people joke, like, when they kind of narrate dogs, like, best day ever. And like, I want that. I really um I really aspire to follow that example. And I think the last thing, and this is, I think, in the realm of empathy and spreading kindness, why would I talk about um, what I watched on TV last night? Well, last night was the episode of The Crown where Diana dies. And it's not so much the loss of a person who I think was better than Mother Teresa, and I'll get back to that in a second. But the falling action of the grief of the parents and the awesome, incredibly overwhelming responsibility of Charles to tell the boys that their mom had passed away suddenly. The actors did a marvelous job because, I'm a dad. I'm not where I could say memento mori if one of my kids if one of my kids passed. I'm not there. So the anguish, I was back there, and I think one of the reasons why the world stood still when Princess Diana died was because you can't name a person who did a better job of using their new and unfamiliar popularity to make the world a better place. You can't name one person who did more to use the platform of fame that was new to them. They didn't grow up with it, and that they were incredibly uncomfortable with, but they still embraced in order to do well, to do good. And that, to me, is a legacy that, how do you beat that? So it is a new day. Um, I relish the opportunities. I know that everyone's going through something. And I know sometimes the answer is a good belly rub. Amor fati.